3, 2, 1. Good morning, SpongeBob Burgers.
SpongeBob Burger people,
SpongeBob Burger people.
I'm so good at drumming, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can keep doing this all morning, but...
Yeah, today's first poll will be, how long can Georgia keep going? All right. Yes?
Oh, I should be monitoring.
Yeah. Good morning, people.
Open sesame.
Open sesame, SpongeBob Burgers. Only 3 weeks left to go.
3 more weeks. It's almost over.
Yeah, there's a lot of distance between here and there right now.
Hi, Miss Medina.
Hello.
Hi, Luis Medina. Thank you for being here.
Hola.
Hey,
Buenos dias.
Precia.
Buenas
It's
tardes.
Precia.
Buenas noches.
Oh, the coffee helps.
Oh, good.
So much better.
Yep. Welcome back to this week.
Yeah, what are we doing this week?
Well, right now I'm working.
Wine?
We're doing.
Jolie Taylor's version? What? Why? No, God, we're gonna not touch that.
Touch what?
It says Taylor's version of Jolie. I'm like, why? I'm sure they would say, why not? We are not from Dolly Parton's era. Why the hell wouldn't we? I mean, listen, when we all went off, listen, I remember everyone loved Whitney Houston's version of I Will Always Love You. And man, the old school people were like, how dare you? The Dolly Parton is the original. But Whitney killed it, so whatevs. It's me, Cypher. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
I saw someone else come through. Hi.
Hello.
Whoever you are.
Today, we're working on so many things. We're working on the music. We're working on the vocal tracks. We're working on, we're altering some of the rigs for some of the characters. Just trying to take a slightly different take on them.
Hi, Anna Maria.
Hello. The main thing this week has been working on backgrounds.
You remind someone of John Lennon. I ain't mean. That's adorable.
Yep.
We'll take it.
Well, between that and Mr. Lawrence from SpongeBob, that seems to be the...
Look up Mr. Lawrence. Look up the guy who plays Plankton on SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yep.
It's scary.
I get that one all the time.
Hi, Benji.
Hello. Yes, me and Lawrence were separated at birth.
Yes, thank you all for liking the live. We appreciate all the little hearty things
Yep.
that you send our way.
Yep, we are 3 weeks away, so...
Validation.
What do you want to do? You want to do 1 p.m. For the actual premiere? You were talking about mornings and stuff like that. Would 1 p.m. Pacific?
You're asking me my opinion?
Yeah, 4 p.m.
Mine?
4 p.m.
Really?
Eastern be a decent time on Sunday to premiere the whole thing on September 3rd.
Let's see. How long will it take for me to beat my face? Hours and hours.
'Cause
I
it's-
suppose 1 p.m. could work.
Because we're thinking it's
But if
Labor
we do
Day
it at a
weekend.
location, then it would be later.
Why?
Because out here in California on a Sunday, I will be surprised if people would probably rather roll in around 3 or 4.
There's this thing called football that people wake up on Sundays for
But
and
you
go
can
to a
sit in your
stadium.
sofa and at a stadium? Who does that anymore? Hi, Gage. Let's think on it. I don't know. If anybody is watching and you have an opinion on what time,
On September 3rd, you would think that the premiere would be
Hi,
the best
Myra.
time. Because obviously it's
Steiner 44.
it's a global event. We normally do our
Hello,
live
Hyperactive.
we do our live streams at 10 a.m. with the idea that
Deathly Deaf.
Deathly Deaf.
Yes, Deathly Deaf. And Tammy Tew. And Stanley the Duck. Hi. Hi, Fig Mob.
Let's see.
Like
Are we?
Fig Jam, Paper Badge, and Sadie have rolled through. And Kim likes to draw. All right, and April Marie 7987 and Cam. I can do this all day. This is the whole show.
Yeah.
Crazy for Jack
Reading
and
the
Crazy
names.
Evil.
Hello, by the way. Hello
And
to
Joe
all
Maxwell.
the other people.
I like it. I sit here and say names, and it's fun. And Aaron. Hello, Aaron. I like the PFP joined. I don't know what PFP means, but that might be naughty.
And hello to anyone who's viewing. Oh, Bridge is there.
Alien.
Hold on. hold on,
Blinky
Bridge.
Foxy Baffy. Shocker. Hey guys,
I'm trying to get to the chat thing here
He's
and not mess it up.
Do technology.
Technology.
Hi Mel. Hey, for anyone who's hanging in there, who's sticking around watching for a minute before you scroll on through, because I know I scroll me through some lives like crazy.
So specifically to you, Bridge is saying, "Hey Georgia."
Bridge, oh my God, hi, hello, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me.
Lynn.
Thank you for being here. Everyone's thanking. The whole world's thanking you. Thanking me for thanking you. Killed the turkey. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, so this is a Fanimation account. We are making a mashup of SpongeBob SquarePants and Bob's Burgers because we love cartoons. We really love these two cartoons. And it's like peanut butter and jelly. It's like, come on, it just makes sense. And this is all for fun, and it is all just the two of us doing all of it.
All of it.
We wrote the script. Well, I helped. I wrote the song, but, whatever. No big deal. And then he's doing all the animation because he won't even let me. I'm like, I can color in. Look, I could color in that heart thingy.
It's not coloring. It's. There's a difference between coloring and painting.
But don't you have a frame and a frame and a frame? And I would sit there and color each frame in like.
No.
See, I know nothing about this. So he's doing all that, and then we're both doing all the voices and the music.
How's that going?
Going great. Tony says, going down the gutter with a piece. Yes, going down the gutter with a piece of bread and butter. Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Thank you.
Yep.
Love it.
I love you, Mom.
Yep. What even is this? Yes, Deathly Death. That's what this is.
That's what it is.
It's madness.
Let's see. I need to go into the proper layers and paint my It's Your Funeral sign.
Hey, everybody who's in the chat, where y'all at? Where y'all at? In the chat. We're in Los Angeles, for now. And we're not going to say anything about this. It's super secret. Super secret. Super secret. But, yeah, we're in Los Angeles. Down in the South Bay kind of area.
Yep.
Where y'all at? Anybody from India here today? We've had people from Saudi Arabia. We've had people from Ireland, Germany, Alabama. All over.
Everything's going to get a drum.
Hey, look,
intro.
Minnesota's Deathly Death. What up? He's a Minnesotan. We got a Floridian here. I used to have family in Florida. I've got one uncle left. Hanging on. Hope everything you're hanging in down there. Yep. Massachusetts, Tony. Yes, we got buddies up there.
Born and raised in Minnesota.
Yep.
We just came back from Massachusetts last month.
Oh, hey there. What part of Minnesota you from there, eh?
Oh, I was...
Cloquet?
Well, no, Cloquet is where a lot of my folks eventually kind of were raised and did high school and stuff. But that was actually, although high school was actually ESCO.
See how he's just like a Minnesotan to carry on.
Well, it's an affectation.
Where are you from there, eh?
I'm born in Little Falls, raised in Elk River, and went to St. Cloud State University.
Little Falls, Elk River, St. Cloud.
Yep.
That is adorable. Even the names are cute. I love it.
Yep. And I moved out here right around the time the movie Fargo came out, so I became the local Minnesotan. People would go, do they really talk like that out there? It's like, yeah.
Deathly Death says, I'm illegal in California. Wait a minute. Let's not, seriously, are you doing okay down there? Like, oh my god, the way everyone is being treated down there is terrifying and horrible, and I hope you are safe. Dear God, I hope you are safe. And I hope you are telling us the truth, because don't mess around with that, alright? Yeah.
Let's see.
No, down in Florida. I'm very tired. In case you did not know. Someone's like, do you say California? I meant down in Florida. Yes.
Wow.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay. So right on, just thrown out of coast.
Yeah, thrown out of coast. Good Lord. Anyways, we're not really interested in turning this into a political talk today. We'd like to just stick with the cartoons, but I'm sending out my love to everyone down there in Florida. Everyone down there in Hawaii. What else? Good Lord. Everyone in Texas, because I don't know what's going on with Texas. Good God. Yeah. Everyone needs love. Everyone needs love, people. I'm not in Florida. I'm in Minnesota. Oh, wait. Get back here, Comet. Come back here. Oh, I'm just illegal. Okay. I'm missing all the jokes today. It's great. What else? Yeah, Florida is tragic. We want to know another thing. I'm going to make a poll.
Are you going to make it longer than 5 minutes?
Yes, I keep forgetting. I just press start because I get excited. And it's like 5 minutes. I'm like, hey, I want it to go long. See, I could color in those letters.
That's not the point. Do you also happen to have a full-on tablet?
Oh, shit.
Are you used to working with this?
I've got this tablet.
That's that file would snap Procreate in two.
You guys
unfortunately.
can see his tablet is like 4 times the size of my tablet, and it's fancy.
No. Look, some of these backgrounds originated on my iPad. Some of those first ones.
So then I could be helping. This is our love talk, by the way. Okay, so the question's going to be, which one are you a fan of? Are you a SpongeBob SquarePants fan, or are you a Bob's Burgers fan? Or are you a fan of both? We want to know, because we're always curious what lures people into our lair.
Yeah.
But there's another bigger question, too. Which is,
which
character do you identify with? And I love it because everyone gives a blend. Everyone's like, I'm Squidward with a touch of Louise. I am more like, since this is a mashup, right? And by the way, if any of you want to know which characters are getting mashed up, and you start making suggestions, which is fabulous, but we have made our choices. Go over to Movie Boy's profile, and he has a whole bunch of little snapshot videos and things revealing the characters and who's gonna be who. Who's zooming who? Damn hair.
Yep.
Okay, which cartoon is your favorite? No, that's not really, because, I mean, listen, we all have our favorite cartoons.
We do.
Which cartoon do you like better? Ha-ha! And you're probably making comments that I'm not seeing, because I'm working on a poll. Not that kind of poll.
Let's see.
Good?
Julia says both. I've met SpongeBob and Patrick and Squidward at Universal.
Oh, that's awesome!
And Deathly Death is saying Futurama is the best.
Oh, dude, right? Are you not in love with the new episodes? I'm like...
Although we're only a couple episodes in,
no
before we're
spoilers.
trying to savor them and
No
whatnot.
spoilers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're very excited to have Futurama back. What is my favorite cartoon? That's like asking what's your favorite fur baby, if you animal pet thing. No. My list just goes on and on because they're all good for different reasons, man. I don't know. Let me finish this. We're doing great.
Did we leave the task behind?
Yes. Okay, now we say duration. Custom. How long are we going to be here? 2 hours. Yeah, well, 1 hour, 45 minutes. That way, then we have time to look at it and find out.
We have to wait till the very end?
Yes!
Okay.
Excuse me. Yes, my darling.
All right.
I love you.
Well, someone's going to crash. That'll be the other poll. That's the unofficial poll that we had last week, was how long would it take before Georgia crashes? And
why won't it start?
And for anyone who won...
Okay, didn't like that. Manual. Viewers can vote until you end the poll manually. Okay, this is great, but now it won't let me do the thing.
Do what thing?
It won't let me start it.
Then you have something that's...
What did I do wrong?
Just do 30.
It's still not letting me start. Hi, everybody. We're having technical difficulties.
You've got something that's red. So focus on that.
Too many characters, probably. SpongeBob SquarePants.
There you go.
I like that. Now I'm doing custom again. They can fart off for all I care.
Don't
this
do
is
it.
My poll.
Do it for less than 145. Otherwise, we'll be doing it literally in the last 30 seconds.
You mean like literally?
Literally.
Literally.
Because believe it or not, we're already 13 minutes into this.
Now why are you mad at me? It's still mad. It's mad. What about an hour? This is all I'm gonna do for the show.
There you go.
Nope. It's now it's mad about something else. Why are you mad at me, thingy? You were fine a second ago, but now at 5 minutes is bad. Okay, fart off, poll. I'll be back. This is the best live stream ever.
Please pause for
Everyone
station identification.
Fascinated by Georgia farting around
on an iPad while I paint in letters.
Oh, but now I want to watch videos about Lahaina and what's going on.
I'm sorry. Videos
Oh,
about
okay. Back to work. Here we go. I'm here for you.
Are you really?
I think it just froze up. I love you, honey.
All right, let's stop trying to be custom at something that we barely use.
Don't you like he's using the nurse? Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what people are saying in here.
How about we don't pull out our IVs?
It. Both have met SpongeBob. Okay, yes, that's right. And then Futurama is the best. Yep. Deathly says, I can't watch them. I'm so mad. Well, that sucks. Julia says, well, I like South Park. Yes, South Park is genius. Oh my gosh. It gets, for real, a little dark sometimes. What were you going to say, my dear?
Well,
Yes.
I'm saying because the conversation we're not keeping at least one eye on is Bridge over on YouTube.
Well, that's on you, because I can't see
exactly.
that
So I'm interrupting to say,
Bridge!
hey, Bridge, believe it or not, every now
Bridge,
and then
what's going on?
Well, Bridge says, my TikTok stopped working. I didn't want to miss the live.
Okay.
AL like always.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama like always, I think that's what that means. And says, it's hot here. I bet it is.
Oh my god, Julia says she always thought SpongeBob's parents were cookies. I'm like, oh my god, me too. Like, didn't we all assume? Because if they need to look more like loofahs. They look like cookies.
Look,
I just assumed their parents were cookies.
I could see that, although fans will also recall that one of the earliest episodes was with Grandma. And one of the main things Grandma would do whenever SpongeBob would visit, before he suddenly felt he was too adult for kisses and cookies from his grandma, was to get cookies. So if their children, if Grandma's children, either the father or the mother, I don't know if they ever had an episode to explain how the lineage was. That would mean that she was serving up her children for SpongeBob to eat, if in fact that the parents were cookies.
Cookies.
And for extra points, because I'm of the Gen X crew, the interesting thing always with the guest stars on SpongeBob in particular was, in this case, Grandma was played by Marion Ross.
Who's Marion Ross?
Let's see. Do you actually know who Marion Ross is?
Look. I don't mean to say like who is she? It's like I'm sure she's a legend of some amazing sort. I'm just better with faces than names. So, for our viewers and myself, who the hell is Marion Ross?
All right. Well, if you rewind Ron Howard's filmography too far, you end up in the Andy Griffith Show back in Mayberry and Black and White days.
Oh dear.
But for Gen Xers, we didn't really know him as Opie. We knew him as Richie Cunningham, the straight main center character who lived with a renter by the name of the Fonz. So, but Richie Cunningham's mother in Happy Days was played by Marion Ross. She was one of the quintessential mother characters, like the Brady Bunch mom and whatnot, to the Gen Xers.
Hi, Mossy Rock.
So her voice suddenly coming in and offering SpongeBob cookies back in the late 90s, early 2000s was like, oh, it's awesome.
All right, I have to do something. You be quiet. I mean, don't be quiet.
Why do I have to be quiet? Because you're doing something?
Yes. Because I want my friends to join in the fun, too. I can't do live yet on TikTok because I don't have 1,000 followers yet. By the way, if you'd like to follow my profile, please feel free. Wink, wink. But I can on Instagram. Yeah. So I'm going to put this somewhere where they can see what we're doing.
So there was some...
now you got to look in both directions.
So there was some difficulty with getting a poll to work on one social platform while we're trying to watch Bridge's comments on another one, and you're throwing in a third social platform.
Yes, I am. Is it happening?
We are an experiment, work in progress, baby.
'Cause we're high on life and we're making a cartoon. It's a fanimation, so it's allowed.
Because Georgia wants to have a live stream too.
Yes, she
and
does.
And TikTok won't be nice to her.
'Cause FOMO and jealousy.
I forget what FOMO is again.
Fear of missing out.
Ah, that's right.
Okay. So now I'm going to watch 3 things. Hey, Soup, what's up? Okay, so here's the deal. We are doing a live right now on TikTok for Movie Boy right here, my partner in crime. Mm-hmm. But this is all around our exciting fanimation that we are doing, SpongeBob's Burgers. That's right, we are mashing together 2 beloved cartoons into a whole third awesome Frankenstein. And why? Because we want to. Because we love cartoons, and we love these 2 cartoons, and we were like, wait a minute. Isn't SpongeBob what if we made SpongeBob like Bob? And what if we made Sandy like Linda? And what if we made... So that's what we're doing, all right? So if you're interested in following along, we are releasing our episode on September 3rd. Why? Because if you are a Bob's Burgers follower, you know that Bob and Linda's anniversary is 9/3. 9 is divisible by 3. So it's a little bit fudge nuts here. This is our animation
Hello.
studio right here. That's it. Just him. All the sketch work? Yeah, that's Tom. What else do you call it? The cleanup work? That's Tom. Oh, here, let's take a little peek.
Really? Is that working?
Yep. Yeah, give him a peek of the front of SpongeBob's Burgers. Well, he'll get to it. We'll show you some more of the stuff. But you can go over on TikTok. He is here on Instagram as Movie Boy with 2 O's like a cow. Movie Boy, right? David Oh my God! Hey, David Lopez. Oh, your favorite stepmom. I know.
So remember, will Georgia be on Ballerina Badass? By the way.
Yes. Wait, will I? Yeah. Oh, yes, I'm doing Ballerina Badass later today. I'm doing a point shoe party, so come check it out on YouTube. I would love to see you there. I'm putting on the point shoes. It's going to be madness.
Remember now, all you people on TikTok, you are now the abandoned children.
No, they're not abandoned. I'm almost done. I'm just going to put this here.
Oh, are you live or are you...
I'm still live.
You're still live.
Just sit there
so
watch.
Remember, she's going to either abandon
I'm not
the people over
abandoning
here,
it.
or she's
Stop
going to
that.
abandon the people
How
over
dare
here.
you?
Or the people over here on
That's what
on
stepmothers
YouTube.
do. They abandon people.
They
That's great.
abandon
If my
people.
children are watching this, they're probably like, yeah, you did. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Okay, so, Julia, did you guys see the Bob's Burgers movie? Is the Pope Catholic? Yes, so far as I know. So yes, oh my God, loved that movie. In fact, one of the things I want to do is reenact that crazy dance that the evil guy does at the end. I flippin' love.
At Grover?
Yes, I love their dance sequences. Yep. Also, ZBub16 says, isn't this illegal? It is not actually, because it is a fan-made account.
Well, yeah,
we're not making money. We're not selling this commercially. None of that. We're just passionate. It's like fan fiction.
Yep. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Parody. It's the same rules that allow Saturday Night Live to do their stuff. That allows YouTube has got. In point of fact,
I am a Sue.
One of our inspirations is someone who did basically a version of this. We're taking Bob's Burgers and Archer, since John H. Benjamin does the main voices for both, and he on YouTube, and it's still out there. It's called I had something for this burger, or I had a name for this burger. And that's Simon Chong, and he threw that together. And long story short, he is now an animator and on staff and sometimes director at Bob's Burgers, and he even worked on Bob's Burgers the movie.
Yeah. I mean, if anything like that could happen again, it would be really cool, but it's not the purpose. That's
well,
not why
look, we're doing this just simply out of love, and
this thing.
And the pandemic and our kids aged out and moved out, and we and all of a sudden it's just like, well, what do I want to do? What projects do I want to work on that have our name for a change instead of projects that are done for? I mean, I do stuff for Broadway and Hollywood and Sephora and all that stuff. So
just fart on this. I'm just putting you guys over here with this. And if anybody comes through to say hi, they can. And if not, not. There, I put it right here. Can I put them right? Can I put it here? Should I put it here? Yes.
I don't.
Yay!
Because I don't think you're going to be in the shop.
Yeah, I will.
I'm
magic.
And this thing's going to tilt at some point. It's going to fall over and break your phone.
He's such a worrywart. Oh my goodness.
Your phone is already on life support.
It's because
if you're just like, I'm just going to balance it on some random thing and it'll hold for 2 hours, right? Did you also turn off your notifications?
I'll do what I want.
Neurodivergency. Now when she crashes, we can see it from 3 different angles.
Hooray! All right, there. Okay, who else is here? Okay, first of all, Emma Sue has an important question. It's actually a good one. What program are you drawing this on, Tom?
All right. The backgrounds, let's go into the educational portion of it. Now, the problem with this is they're just seeing 2 people sitting in a room. They're not seeing any animation.
These are my friends. You stay away. Hi, Evo.
Show them the screen. Show them the screen.
He gets so pushy. This is what's happening on TikTok.
Well, so at least they can see something. It's just like we're.
There's only one person in there right now. All my friends are still asleep. Comedians don't wake up before 2 p.m.
Okay. So, all right.
Jesse from the SIP.
This is actually a great example.
Hi, Grayson!
I'm currently painting in Photoshop, but this background did not begin here. It's funny. We've been doing a round trip on this.
Round trip.
The round trip is that speed is definitely of the necessity. Yeah, we are down to 3 weeks, and I've got a lot of background.
He's like,
yeah. So, for example, this is another angle that we've got right here. This is just when we turn and we're looking at SpongeBob talking to Linda behind the counter, and you can see Pesto's in the background. We're going to use this shot again. All right. So, but here's the problem. This isn't a real simple scene. There's coffee pots and signs and ketchup bottles and counters. Tay. And it all has to be in scale. It all has to match. So being able to... The problem I was going to run into was how do I, physically drawing all those things and then having to double check and think about, wow, is that really where it would look like from this angle or this angle, was problematic. So here was the solution that came in, and it's one of our most popular videos on TikTok.
Yep.
So this is Blender. I decided the way to solve this problem would be to essentially build the entire Krusty Krab Bob's Restaurant in 3D. So it's very difficult to see, I think, on this live stream. But there's a whole bunch of little black boxes here inside. Let's see if I can choose something inside of here. And then hit... Oh, that's not what I want. Let's find an object.
Finding an object. Oh, Mossy Rock. What's up, Mossy Rock? And they're saying, how's your guys' days going? How is our day going, Mr. Sorensen?
It's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, he's very control-y today. And I'm very wacky today. I mean, that's what happens when you have a wacky tobacco. You remember that?
A wacky tobacco?
That's weed, isn't it?
The wacky tobacco? Yes. Yes,
wow.
historically.
Hi, Renix. Leap Meep.
Hey, Leap Meep.
Leap Meep is asking, did you choose cell shading on the material? I love these animation things.
So all right, we're inside the 3D. And just to finish the original thought, the whole point of this was that by building this in 3D in Blender, and Blender is free, by the way, so there's no, you find your best computer, download Blender. I think it's version 3.5 at this point. And you can start building stuff like this. So the textures were done in Photoshop, and they're applied to this stuff to give that painterly look. And there's some things that are just flat planes from my sketches, like all the cups and stuff. Okay.
Cups and stuff.
So the deal is that this allows me to see where I've got flaws in my design. It's like I found out, for example, that there's an area up here in the loft that it ended up being a gap. I realized I didn't extend the front of it wide enough to be over here where they store stuff in the Krusty Krab. So fixed it all up. But the shorthand for this is that I create a camera that is this angle, that angle, this angle, and I do a quick render. Then I bring that into Photoshop. So this is, you're seeing the sketch layer here, but here is a render just showing Jimmy Pesto's restaurant.
I'm suddenly losing interest. Okay, this is very important animation talk, but you keep going.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to do some other stuff in the background for all of the non-animation smarty smarts.
Well, watch
I'm still watching it!
Bridge says, yeah. Yay, Annie, Georgia.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Bridge.
Uh-huh. So the idea here is that I bring in one with like the shadows, so I get a sense of that, but I also bring in ones with just the color layers so that I can do eyedroppers and make sure I'm painting the right colors. Then, instead of like going, well, that's good enough, it's like, no, I got to do the extra hard layer of I want these to be custom made. So I bring the opacity and then just start painting in the layers all over again.
Yep.
But it's more, at least as far as the initial sketch, I know where everything is already because I already did it in 3D. I don't have to panic about it, and I can just draw 100 miles an hour, paint 100 miles an hour.
He loves this. This is definitely, it sounds like it just makes so much sense for anyone who's trying to be a one-person band.
Yep.
This is the way to do it.
Yep. And that way I know the cash register is the right size, and it'll be the right color, and and I don't suddenly look at it like halfway through editing and go, oh crap, the sign is totally in the wrong spot, or whatever.
Crap-a-doodles.
So that's the general idea. But some of these backdrops actually, in the earlier days when I was just sitting in the living room and we're watching Bob's Burgers or Bake Off.
When we were normal people.
Yep.
We were never normal. Thank you for all the likes, by the way, you guys.
Yes.
Keep them coming. We love those likes.
I would be on my iPad,
Yep.
Just sitting here in Procreate.
Just hanging out,
And we... Oh, you're done with the...
I've done, and I've posted it, and now I can focus on you.
Oh, okay.
He's so you're the orchid.
If you...
He calls me a hothouse flower.
If
I have certain needs.
If you had crashed at your usual time in 1 hour from now, and suddenly I had multiple things that and things that are tied to your accounts or whatnot, I would not.
Oh, Bridge, you can't go to the live. Bridge, don't worry. That live is going to stay up so you can watch it later if you want to see all the excitement of what the hell happens when I put my point shoes on. Definitely, you need your sleep. You need your sleep to get through school. I remember that. Yeah. Yep. Sleep. Who's doing the voice acting? Asked Emma Sue. You were talking about something, but I'm going to cut in.
Yeah, go for it.
We are doing the voice acting, Emma Sue. We are doing all the voices. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. You might not believe me, but we can. Yes, we can. You and I. It's pretty much worked out that he's doing all the dude voices and I'm doing all the chick voices. And am I a little bit mad about that? Yes. But, I'm a professional voiceover actress. And
she's an activist.
He should be a professional voiceover actor because he's fucking awesome.
So what you're seeing here is just a couple of the kitchen shots.
Oh yeah, look at those, dude. They're so good.
These were painted just in Procreate, and Procreate is, I think, maybe it's a $9 app. I bought it years ago.
I love those. They look amazing.
Thank you. And so
the layers,
so
the texture.
There really is no such thing anymore as like a major hindrance. I mean, there are free apps too. There's OpenTune. There's ones
you need to do a review video on those, man.
Well, I mean to, and I did. If you look at the Batman Boomer video that we did,
yes,
that was done testing because any artist, any animator knows this. Just doing something real simple. For TikTok, for YouTube Shorts, much less for YouTube and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time, and you find yourself having to do a lot of different apps. Turns out, something like ToonSquid, which is a $10 app, you could, in theory, better on your iPad than on your iPhone, but you could technically use your iPhone. It's just that very hard to draw on something so small. But
you know someone can do it. If they can put the Constitution on a grain of rice, they can paint on ToonSquid.
But the thing about ToonSquid is,
hey, Brandon
I found out I could do from start to finish. I mean, I did the voices still in our audio booth. That obviously was a cheat.
Yeah.
But in theory, if you had found a quiet spot and you turn on your voice memo app or something like that in your iPad, you could have theoretically just recorded the voices right there, bring them in the ToonSquid, do your pencils, do your animatics, and your backgrounds, and then put the whole thing out, and then post it, then export it to your camera roll, and then put it up on all the material. And boom, you've got. So there is.
Wait, we have more questions.
More questions.
Cut in. Okay, first of all, Mossy Rock had said, "How long have you been drawing?" But hold that thought. Emma Sue is asking, whose idea was this? It was both of ours. This is what happens if we sit around and just basically come up with weird, crazy, fucked up ideas all the time. Yeah. And then we go, let's do it. We actually have a whole, I have a whole bowl over there where I'll just scribble it down on a piece of paper. We're like, this is a great idea. And I throw it in there, and then sometimes we'll just reach in the bowl and say, let's make this.
Yep. Tiny little caveat. I the very, very first inclination was me on pencil and paper.
Oh, so
scribbling.
So you had the idea first.
Just like for a kernel, because what we do is we come to each other as soon as like a light bulb goes off.
We're not really partners in crime. It's all Tom.
No,
over here in the corner.
No, absolutely not. It is an actually.
Hi, Charlie Bunny 24.
Because I still have the original pencil sketches.
That's fine.
It's a.
I remember that you and I were watching cartoons together and laughing and saying, "Wow, wouldn't this be a great idea?" Yeah, it would.
Didn't happen that way. Not for this particular one. A million other ideas.
It would happen that way if we decide to change the story.
We have done a million other things.
I came up with Daisy Chain. Came up with Top Gun. Okay. I'm fine. I don't need validation. It's absolutely fine. Back to the other question from Mossy Rock. How long have you been drawing, Tom?
Since day one.
So I'm sorry. How long is that?
The story.
A long time, children.
So let's put it this way. My folks told me that
Bridge says she has this. They have this live chat to themselves. Yes, you do, and that's awesome.
Yes.
We're here for all of it. Go ahead. Yeah, so how long?
It's been roughly 50 years because
Humongous boil. Hey.
my parents told me that I would get a hold of the markers. My dad always used to have a lot of those felt tip markers for his work and all that stuff because it was pre sitting on the computer or laptop days. I would take them and I'd go underneath the furniture and draw underneath there.
Hi, Dark Angel.
So whatever age a child can be underneath there scribbling, Mickey Mouse or whatnot back then. But yeah, But the thing is that for roughly the last 20 years, I've been known more for my photography. If you go to my Instagram feed and scroll after the first dozen or so, it's all celebrities and all Hollywood premieres and red carpets and events and
Yep.
And it's weird to think that some of these highlights that come to my mind are for franchises that have now come and gone. Like I was with the Hunger Games crew before it became the Hunger Games.
Way back in the day.
Back when people still thought Jennifer Lawrence was. I think by then she was already an Oscar nominee and whatnot, but she was not the Jennifer Lawrence that exploded around the time of the first Hunger Games movie. And it's just weird to me.
How does Jennifer Lawrence explode? Like
the way everyone else does.
No, I meant literally.
Ha ha.
Ah.
I was photographing Zendaya before she became Zendaya. I mean, it's like.
Is it Zendaya or Zendaya?
Well, I think Zendaya. I think that's what we would say on at the This was back when it was her and Bella Thorne on Disney XD.
Yes.
I mean that's the goofball thing, or just these moments of. Ariana Grande showing up at Justin Bieber's, big premiere for his film.
Isn't that Ariana Grande?
What did I say?
Ariana.
I think Ariana is correct. Yeah, I think you're correct.
Ah.
So my
Gave me that one.
Good Lord, are we keeping score?
We're saucy.
Yeah. So the
I'm sorry, I'm being a fart.
The whole that and because but I also do a lot of graphic design, a lot of promotional work. So and you do in art. In dance and everything else, there's the things you want to do, and there's the thing that you can be paid to do that are still in the realm of what you do as an artist. Because then the only other choices are either be a starving artist, which most of us are anyway, or, the cat is on the loose. He's like, I don't want to be dragged into your live stream. I'm not, what is this? Slightly out of frame, but there's a black cat being coerced into view.
I grabbed it a little bit roughly. That was not nice.
Aww.
But I did. You okay, baby? Yeah. No keys.
What's going on?
Oh, Emma Sue says, thank you for answering my questions. I need to go, but so excited to see this come out. Emma Sue, thank you so much for showing up. Totally cool. We appreciate you stopping by.
We'll be doing the live streams constantly, although we've only got a couple left.
Hi, Angel Bracamonte.
3 weeks.
Hi.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
And we're still trying to decide what day, what time we're trying to figure out how big of a premiere we're doing here.
Massive.
And and the whole idea is like, well, do we just want to do it here in our room and just invite some friends over, or do we want to go? It's LA. It's like everyone's always doing a little something somewhere. Yeah. But so we're trying to figure out how big of a premiere and precisely when, because it's Labor Day weekend. It's a Sunday, and you guys are chiming in from all over the place. Bridge says Kitty.
Yep, this is Balthazar, everyone.
Yep. So Bridge is in Alabama, so that time zone is just as important as our time zone here. We've had people from Saudi Arabia and Scotland, chime in for a little bit. So it's that thing of there's nothing that'll work perfectly on a Sunday, on the last weekend of summer or whatnot. But at the same time, it's got to be 9/3. It's just that's just appropriate for everything that we've been doing as fans here, and it's the hard deadline. It's going to be a crazy week for us that week after this thing for reasons we can't quite share yet. But big stuff is changing here at our little studio as well. Yep. So yeah, we have to hit this.
Victoria.
We have to hit this mark because then that way we can fall down and immediately go into the next thing. But yeah, so that's what it is. So now we're getting back to
Hi, Toodles.
back to painting and back to this is one of our few exterior shots. Almost all the shots are going to be inside the restaurant, just like a typical episode of Bob's Burgers. Anyway, though we do make quite a few extra moments here and there, a little surprise scenes as things begin to go crazier and crazier towards the end of the episode.
Crazier and crazier.
Oh, I see. He is totally forgiven.
Uh-huh.
It's like as long as you scratch him in just the right spot.
Hi, Lonnie. Hi. Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Hi, Daniel Pastrana.
The cat's name is Balthazar, and like
And he's a star.
and like any other cat, there's the formal name that the given name, and then there's all the nicknames that one gives him. So how many nicknames do we have for him?
Many.
So what are a few of them?
Balthazar. So there's Bow Bow.
Bow Bow.
Bow Bow Yow Yow.
Bow Bow Yow Yow.
And then that became Yowbers, Mr. Yowbers.
Yep.
Yow Bow, Dow Bow, Mow Mow Now.
Yep.
Just like Kiki, our other kitty, Kiki is Kiki Bruberdoo, the Moo Moo Noo.
George actually came across
Hi, Dino.
a cartoon with the animal support group talking about how their initial names start becoming,
Hi, Josh.
like it went from this to chugga chugga choo choo, and the other animals were like, oh, I'm so sorry, man.
They used to have a reasonable, respectable name.
Yep, I used to be called
Coltrane,
and then it was Train, then it was chugga chugga choo choo.
That was so good.
Yep.
Oh.
And that's what happens with pet owners, The nicknames just become more and more endearing.
That's what they are. The cat's like, keep the kibble coming.
Yep.
Call me
Call me whatever you want.
Yep. Slapped beef. Thank you for joining us.
Yep.
Love it.
Beef squatch.
Okay, so now what are you doing?
Well, now I don't know if I want to get into the interior right now. We'll stay. All of it is watching digital paint dry. There's no part of this where it goes like, ooh, exciting.
Do a character.
Look, the only character I'm working on right now is Mickey Man Ray.
Oh my god, you guys, look how cool this looks. So this is Mickey Man Ray, right? We've got Bill Hader's character. Well, it's not Bill Hader anymore, but whatever. On Bob's Burgers.
Well, apparently it actually could still be there was something in doing some research on this, but I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole. It sounds like his work on Barry just kept running into scheduling issues.
Okay.
That's all it really came down to. There was no big fight. There was no he doesn't want to do it anymore. It just turned into he was working on Barry. They had already drawn the scenes of Mickey for the
That's crazy. I mean, it's like go into a closet and say a few lines.
Yeah, but because remember, Barry wasn't just an actor in Barry. He was what, writer, director at times.
Plus,
and everything else.
I think he's talked about he's struggled with anxiety and stuff his whole life. So I mean, for me, I'm get overloaded after a couple of things. So
I think Lauren Bouchard did a good
cartoon.
Mickey. If you
is Lauren doing it?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
it's good. It's not him, but it's still really close.
It's really close. And Lauren, I guess it was a tweet. A random tweet was floating by. I'm like, okay, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. But he was just basically saying that they'd already drawn the scenes. They couldn't get Hader to come in, and he decided to just pull it off. And he does a good Mickey.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see him do a good Pesto, man. Come on.
Well, yeah, I know that's been.
We all love the Pesto rivalry, and we all know why that guy had to go.
We had a long talk about trying to realize that really the Jimmy Pesto character in the whole world that they built on it, he just like the way, and this is why it was funny, we on Instagram, now that for some reason all of a sudden SpongeBob Burgers is taking off comparatively. Let's put it this way, not compared to TikTok. TikTok fans have been huge on this, but but on Instagram my stuff gets like 100 views and that's it. Well, suddenly it's starting to take off, and some of the comments I'm getting now from people who are discovering on Instagram are things like, I think Plankton or Pesto should actually be blank, or Krabs should be Mr. Pesto. And it's like, no. The dynamic has been The enemy of the Krusty Krab is plankton. The enemy of Bob's restaurant is pesto.
Yeah.
So there's pesto and plankton have to. It just makes many times more sense.
More sense.
More sense. And
sense and more horse sense.
And for us here, the whole point of Mickey and Man Ray, without going into plot details, is he is a disruptive character, obviously.
Yeah.
Man Ray.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, they're a character that is the monkey wrench, the fly in the ointment, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Michael.
Because they obviously do not have an agenda that aligns with the characters of the Krusty Krab or Bob's Restaurant or Teddy and Mort or Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Yep.
So he is a perfect combination. But we had a conversation yesterday of where we'll get this into this on the whole behind the scenes things. But we've been going back and forth on how best to represent those two characters merging.
Yeah.
And the problem is that we're going to have a lot of characters in here that show up for just one line and they're gone. Just like, kind of like Easter eggs. And yes.
Hold up, Bridge is saying, I'm going to ask my teacher if I can show it if it's on a school day. Oh my gosh, but it's on Sunday, I will be happy. There's no swear words, right? It's all good. Because it's I don't think we put any.
Yeah,
so it's totally safe to show at school.
Yeah,
that's important.
It would be totally safe for show at school.
Yep,
it's going to be on a Sunday because it has to be on 9/3 because that's Bob and Linda's anniversary.
So but if you want to replay it at school, that's great.
Exactly, it'll be up on YouTube. Barring someone being a complete butthead and finding a reason to try and strike it. But the good news is
we'll
that
repost.
Well, yeah, we'll repost. But the other deal is that now we've got theoretically we've got enough of an audience that we could, if something were to happen from TikTok or YouTube, we at least might have enough people to like rattle our cage and going, dude, what's up, and because there's plenty of examples of this existing for years, different mashups, the anime SpongeBob, Bob's Burgers, Archer. There's all kinds of fan animation. There was some real I don't know, like gangsta version of this that someone did where they did kind of a hardcore
hey Grayson, glad you're back.
Version of SpongeBob that someone like randomly did a comment on, and we went, what? And they said, what about such and such? I finally looked up the link. It's like 11 years old or something like that, and it's hysterical, but it's been up this whole time.
Mossy Rock and Jingle Nut.
And Grayson joined.
Your handles, they're really funny sounding and they're kind of cool. And Emma Sue is now gone, but I love cats too. Heart Happy just came through. Yeah, it rhymed. Gypsy Silver Wolf has joined. Hey, how you doing? Where you from? We're in Los Angeles. Making a fanimation. Yeah, Balls McGee and Lane Swan Thing. No, that's a skunk. My eyeballs work great. My parents used to own a skunk way back in the day. It was a de-skunked skunk. I don't know if that's even fair or right, but whatever. Anyways, they named her Princess, and she only bit my dad, 'cause she didn't like him. Only bit my dad, 'cause she knew the truth about him. I love my dad so much, but sometimes he could be a little problematic. Boop. Balls McGee, like the live. Lane, you like skunks? I do too. They're so cute when they do a little. I try. Oh my god. There's isn't there a TikTok where that skunk just comes running in?
Yes.
So sassy.
Yep.
Love it. Sassy skunks. They also dig in our garden for roots. Kind of annoying. And grubs. So then I gotta replant my plants. No me gusta esto. Stay away from my roots and grubs.
Okay.
That's a great line. Next time someone gets snarky at a bar, stay away from my roots and grubs. That'll put them off. My nose is, I think there's allergies today. I'm like,
your nose itches. I smell peaches.
Hey, that's my secret sauce.
Oh, well.
I'm going to use my arm as a Kleenex because we're home and we can shower before we go out into the world. So it's great.
Are you ready to go out in the world?
I'm going to use my sleeve.
Yeah, sexy. Sexy sleeving.
It's your funeral. I just love that. That's so great. No, Tom really does deserve almost all, if not all, the credit for all of the great, kind of puns and quirks and the all the Easter eggs and things. He's just a genius at this stuff. You really are, babe. You come up with such great things.
Well, it's very, very sweet of you.
That's just facts. So. I can be saucy too when I want. Hi, Lila!
Hello! We, No. But I'll trust me. There's the things where, I mean, look, any partner team, we blend and blur. We spent years, because once upon a time we used to have to drive up to Hollywood before the pandemic all the time. We blend and blur.
That sounds nice.
And we will sit there and we will either based off of a song we're listening to or a conversation we're having. It's like we've had so many crazy ass ideas.
I need more coffee. Do you need more coffee?
I need more coffee.
I think there's not enough for both of us.
There is enough for both of us. But you can fill.
How many cups have you had?
This is one.
Okay, good.
So this is so fill yours up to where you want and I will take the rest.
Okay, that's very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Fizzy.
Hello. While she does the coffee run for almost hour 2.
Go.
Go.
Oh, that hurts my ears.
Gotta go. Stay out of my room.
Stay out of my room. Hate to tell you, that's our room, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, now she's breaking stuff. I tell ya. Uh-huh.
Oh, it's okay, Albert. It's okay.
So while she's gone, we'll get into the real stuff. No. It's been absolutely amazing. We've had when whether it's Ron Howard and Brian Glazier or Grazier and whatnot. Whenever you're just looking for a partner in crime, you need that freedom. The best writing rooms, the best creator partnerships. Like the Daniels for its everything always. Everywhere, always. I'm suddenly messing up the name of the film. But Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, and the Coen brothers or whatnot, is you want that ability to, if one partner is bringing it, the other one brings the support or knows how to steer that energy around or comes up with a way to top it. But not in a competitive winner-take-all atmosphere, because sooner or later that dynamic starts, butting into each other too much. Not that we don't have moments where we're both trying to grab that nugget. Point of fact, we both feel we can do a good Patrick, and we both feel there's actually a number of voices that we were kind of jumping on, ideas, switches, and you just kind of have to have, and you develop that trust of listening, of remembering that as much as your ideas may be great, there's always the possibility that the other person's idea might have just that right twist if you just back away from it, rethink it, and go, that actually, leads to a better path here. It's everything and everywhere all at once. So all I'm doing right now is using one, and my brushes are very much default brushes. The thing that in Procreate in particular, and in Photoshop, there are so many beautiful brushes, and you see them and you drool all over them, and yeah, some of them I grab or whatever it is, but you do get to this point sometimes where your apps update, your operating system updates, and suddenly you're struggling to find some brush you found back in 2018, and I'm waiting for you to just like kick and...
I'm good at this.
Yeah, you are.
Look at him.
You're a professional.
Something. There you go, my love. How is that? Sweet enough? He likes his coffee sweet.
It's fantastic. Thank you.
For all of the weirdos who are obsessing over you, they're making notes. Likes it sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Hi, Ashley.
Hello.
Did you already say hi to Ashley?
I have not said hi.
How dare you?
I've been talking about how I stick.
Hi, Itchy24269. Oh my God, that's a song. Itchy24269. Handle is so fine.
This is reminding me of that. I think it's suddenly now I'm wondering. It's like it feels that it's if it's Chinese, my apologies, but I think it's a Japanese live on TikTok that they call it Peach Party, and they
that's peach means butt.
Well, yes.
So it's a butt party.
It may be because
but it's just people like butt party, butt party.
But no. See, that'd be if America's doing it.
That's true.
The way they do it is, it's in full regalia. It's like
full butt regalia.
It looks like a Shogun era, like ancient, Japanese. And this is where I apologize if it's actually more Chinese. But wait a second.
Big difference, boy.
Well, no. It's just that. Well, okay. Look, all right. I mean, trust me. There's a lot of the Bruce Lee films was Hong Kong.
Oh, don't look at me.
Cinema, right?
I don't.
So if it's Hong Kong, then it kind of falls. Well, let's just go with Hong Kong. Let's just go with Hong Kong cinema and keep it regional. So a lot of the Hong Kong cinema that I grew up with was set in more feudalistic, older society things.
Would these be the spaghetti westerns kind of for them, or?
Well, it
serious?
was in the same era because
That's way before.
the Hong Kong Bruce Lee films and similar of the 60s and 70s, just like the spaghetti westerns of the 60s and 70s, were very much a loner comes into a village that is being under control by.
Wait. Hold on.
Are we going to do the?
Try again. Now do a loner.
A loner comes in. The loner comes in. Hold on, I'm pausing.
I'm trying to do the doo-doo. Damn it! I gotta learn how to play this.
Hello, Itchy. Hello to LOL. So, but there was someone in control of the tournament or the village or the whole region who would be the bad guy. But we're getting way off track because we're talking about live TikTok, the Peach Party. So imagine an environment like that. But there is a bunch of girls in kind of full flowing robes, not full geisha. It is, but very. You
never go full geisha.
Yeah. But very ornamental.
Hi, Lucas G.
And the long mustache, stuff like that. But there's a person who's kind of running it, and he's off to the side, and he's in full blonde monkey. He's like a monkey man.
Okay. Where is this going?
Well, because you're playing instruments on a live stream.
Right. So what's the Peach Party?
So the Peach Party is another live stream that is all you hear all this Asian music in the background. It feels like tea time. It's set up as if it's tea time. They're having tea.
Hey, Sushi!
Hello, Sushi.
Listen to this terrible tale we're telling about peach parties on TikTok, and why? Because it's interesting.
But it's the absurdity of the where you can push stuff these days. It's like because they are in full makeup. Full costumes. Okay. It's not just come in.
But are they doing like kabuki theater, or are they doing like look at my butt kind of thing?
No. But that's how you search it. If you search for Peach Party, you will find it.
Are we advertising butt parties?
No, it's not because
we're not affiliates.
You're not allowing me to finally get to what's going on. Why?
Because I'm trying to be entertaining.
Yes, which is fine. You can be entertaining.
This is not a professor dissertation. Get to the point.
Fine. Girls show up whenever someone does a certain thing. Like, I don't know if you have to give a rose, whatever it is. The monkey boy will suddenly go, like the Peach Party. And then a girl.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
He's just reenacting.
And a girl will come in on a tray with a giant peach, but in the shape of the emoji peach.
And then what does she do with it?
She comes in and she just goes, she swoops in and then leaves.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, so it's not like they're not auctioning off women or, human trafficking in the background.
It's one of those things.
But it's just
mildly
awkward.
You talk about the NPC people.
Oh my God, you guys, those ones where it's just a real girl sitting there going, oh no, why did that? And I'm like, what the fudge is going on?
Yep.
It's so disconcerting. Is that the word?
Yeah.
It's discomforting. It's weird. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yep.
Nope. I feel like the yips. Nope. Yip. But hey, to each their own. Well, let's move on from that. Yeah, Sushi says they scare me. They scare us too.
Yep. But it's so, it's like,
I swear that's just like low key porn on TikTok.
So much of the live, it makes sense. It's like it's a person talking, it's a person drawing, it's a person weaving or working with yarn. It's low key. It's live.
I love the weaving with yarn.
Yeah, or there's a guy who drives through Switzerland that I haven't watched in ages.
Yes, that's right, the Switzerland guy.
But and those are very passive. Yeah. But the level of theater, it's like you don't just like sit down and hit the live button and be in full blonde monkey and the outfit and the makeup and inviting your friends or family to sit and do these, because some of the other people, they're just sitting there.
Yeah, Sushi says they just want money. Yep, that would be my point too.
But the crazy thing is the amount of effort.
Sanchez, yes.
And you would have to divide the, because if you're gonna say, hey, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
Come on over. if I told Georgia, hey, come on over, but dress up in your cookie onesie, and I want you to sit there because we're doing a whole Sesame Street party.
Don't do that to Sesame Street.
But that's what I mean. But we do all this stuff, and you have to do makeup, and we do it for 2 hours straight, and so like any money that comes in, you would have to use to defray whatever the costs are of monkey makeup and all the other stuff.
Hi, Jade.
And setting up the space. Then you have to divide it amongst like 5 or 6 or 7 other people. I'm thinking,
if you're assuming they're paying those people, my guess is someone's running it and they ain't getting any money.
And then there's the scandal.
Paid in what is that? Exposure?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Peach Party scandal unleashed. As it turns out, the Monkey Boy was keeping all the money the whole time.
You need to stop saying Monkey Boy, because it's going to be misinterpreted. Stop! Just no. Yes, I know there's a game, and that game needs to be banned. Yes.
What game?
Uncle Wiggly. He says that on the card. Remember, there's this old-timey Southern board game based off of an old-timey Southern book.
I will have you know that one of my dearest friends who recently passed away was Monkey Boy, so...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Person.
Oh.
I'm so... Wait, let's have a moment for your friend, though. In all seriousness.
Well.
Tell us a little bit about your friend. Let's have just a little mini memorial moment. One of the great things... I do agree with that thing from that wonderful cartoon Coco, that as long as you're still talking about a person or keeping their memory alive, their spirit lives on. I like that. So let's hear something about your friend, Monkey Boy.
Monkey Boy. I think he died last year. I can't remember what he died of, but he was... you talk about the free spirits. I'm from theater. Big surprise. Originally, and Dan Backen was.
That's his name.
Dan Backen. Yep.
Backen.
Dan Backen. So here's the thing with Dan Backen. Dan Backen was just naturally funny. He had a kind of a lower, not gravelly, but he just. You know how some voices just have that extra texture, that not quite to a gravel, but just that that was always part of it, and he was just so free with laughter, and when you talk with him, you always felt just a cool friend, and he had curly hair, and he was shorter than almost everyone in the group except for the smallest of the women in our theater group, so. He was just a character, but here's the biggest thing. First of all, he'd be the kind of person who, when he tells you like he likes how well you hug, it's like you knew it was so genuine. You just kind of walked away, just like Dan Backen said, I hug well.
Aww.
And he also gave me great advice once, talked to me about it and given me some criticism, some very good constructive criticism back in college. But here's the big thing about Monkey Boy, and the reason why he was called Monkey Boy Dan Backen, is the fact that there was an indie band in Minnesota back then, and I want to make sure I've got the right name for it, that in the 90s, and for all I know they still exist, called Surahulis. So whenever Surahulis would come and do their tour and they come to town, he's the kind of guy who would always show up and dance on the dance floor. And
I have a friend like that.
And here's the deal. Dan's attitude on dance was like the idiom they say these days about dance like no one's watching. Like you do it because you feel the music and you're free about it. You don't do it to be watched. You don't do it. I'm going to put the music back on since we are without our flute recorder. But Dan was he was such a free spirit, and he basically taught
Evan.
me, because guys, many guys hit that point of like you're dancing usually at the request
Hey,
of
the fact you're dancing at all,
Well,
as
that's
cisgender males
yeah,
in what time period?
yes.
That's a big deal.
So him and Stephanie and
Hi, Dakota Ayala.
we just like
Hi,
F
Emma
it.
Freemark.
We're just going to dance and enjoy ourselves and whatnot, and that allowed me to let go at an earlier age, and to this day I enjoy dancing and can dance with my beautiful wife because she's a professional dancer, and it doesn't.
You're an amazing dancer.
It's just fun.
It's just fun.
And that part of Dan, just like the thing, he has a couple of YouTube videos where he's just...
Dan has YouTube videos?
Yeah.
Well, we need to go watch, make a little
Yeah,
compilation.
but it's funny, it's like, I don't... You know how some friends you look at and they seem to just age harder than others?
Yes.
The ones where you take one look at and you go like, dude, what's been going on in your life, man? And Dan aged harder. So by the time he got into his 50s, it's just like he looked a little more haggard, but you could still see that spirit, that twinkle in his eyes. And he would do things like he'd be like rebuilding lamps, I think, either old parts or whatever it was. And it's just like, okay, that feels like Dan. And he obviously would still be doing dancing at Sir Hooley's or other
we need
bands.
to see if
whatever
Sir
it is.
Hooley's is still doing stuff.
Yep.
How do you spell that?
Sir Hooley's.
Is it one like sir, like yes sir?
I think with a U actually.
Yes, you are.
If you just go
Hoolies or Hoolies?
Hoolies, I think.
Yeah. It says self-development.
Try and go on Google and see if it'll autocorrect because.
Okay, let me go over my computer. I've got it. I've got everything.
Yep.
I've got
Okay.
it. I've got it. It's okay, baby.
Wee.
When you've been a dad, you will always be ready, or mom. And I've only been a stepmom, so it doesn't occur to me in the least. Whenever there's liquid nearby, you're always trying to save it from some imaginary baby that you've.
Or cables getting caught up. It's like all it takes is those few disasters, that 1 in a million moment where your child is like having fun with the video game controller, and we've all seen the TikToks, the infamous moments where suddenly half the console and the table, or the kid flips over the coffee table, or all the other millions things. So yeah, I'm especially when I was doing this whole single dad thing, that you're so broke you can't afford to break anything. So you better believe it's just like every coffee stain, every wonderful moment with pets.
It's not coming up. But let's keep trying. A couple more things. But this is such a nice memorial about your friend. I really like that. Yeah, nope. Hooley's gang. I tried Sir Hooley's, Minnesota. It didn't like that. It's Surly's. Keep going. Schoolies.
Let me try.
Here. Get back in your cart. Entertainment man.
Yep.
I already said hi to Evan. Hi, Evan, again. But Evan might be gone by now. Bye-bye.
Sir Hooley's Minnesota band.
I tried that.
And it hits like it auto-corrected so hard.
Yep. So hard, dude. It's so hard. Ooh, that's not the right key.
Bingo.
It's so hard. That's terrible to say goodbye.
So that's
well, it's Sura Hoolies.
well.
You put the A in. You didn't.
I didn't. Let's see how do you? Oh, here we go. We have more questions here. We've been ignoring
great.
everyone.
No. Honey, I've been on it. Who do you have voicing SpongeBob? You want to do it? Are you warmed up, honey?
It's like.
He actually does an excellent SpongeBob when he's warmed up.
When I'm warmed up, because my voice, you can tell.
He's sitting lower.
It's not. Usually I'm sitting here more in Doug Lawrence's range, so I'm usually naturally in more of a plankton range.
Yep.
But I'm ready. It takes me a little warming up into, because it's and what's funny is that if you actually watch SpongeBob seasons, Tom Kenny did there's a noticeable difference between before the first SpongeBob movie and afterwards. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's and then the other thing is I got to give kind of the down energy of Bob in it. So I've been playing back and forth with different ways of like, oh my god, and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's tricky. We're mixing these voices a little bit, right? Because
yeah.
So, and if you're interested in voice acting, look, number one, warm up every day would be great, but even a few times a week, right? Do a good warm up. There's great warm ups on YouTube. They do 10-minute vocal warm ups. But really, that'll help you build your strength. And then also, when you're walking around, driving around, doing stuff, pick songs to challenge yourself and sing them every day. And then work on your voices. And trust me, it took me so long just to get the courage to start trying different voices.
Yep.
I'd wanted to do it for years, but I was like, oh, that's dumb. People will make fun of me. And yeah, you're gonna suck in the beginning. And even when I do jobs, when I was doing Transformers, yes, I am a Transformer on Netflix.
She's a Transformer!
For War for Cybertron, for that series, the animated series on Netflix, I'm in the room, in the booth, and the director is just coming for me, like, no, it needs to be more this, it needs to be more that, and you gotta just sit there with it and listen to their corrections, their directions and everything, and work your voice, right? You gotta match it, you gotta see what they want, you gotta take it lower, take it harder, take it softer. It's fascinating and it's fun, but same for me, like, just getting, and what I do also for these characters is that I will have like some SpongeBob cartoons right there that I can press play because you're trying to get the right pitch. And for Sandy, even here, I'm sitting a little bit lower than what Sandy normally does. Sandy gets a little bit higher, and even right now, I'm not sure if I'm in Sandy's right pitch.
No, you're in a good pitch.
But she gets a little, like, right now my voice is a little bit tired because I went to a comedy show last night so I can feel it stretched. But she gets a little bit more here. Come on now, SpongeBob. I can feel it. There's a scritch and a stretch in there. So I wouldn't record today for Sandy.
Yep.
I would give it a rest and I would work it. And also, by the way, all of these voice actors, how long have they been doing SpongeBob characters? For many, many years. And by the way, they're genius voice actors across the board. They're just legends. So we are trying to honor these voices as best we can and also kind of make them a blend because, I'm doing Sandy, but then I'm bringing in a little bit of Linda. I mean, it's that, that was terrible. But,
No.
But you're playing with it and you play with it and you play with it. And the fun thing is for a cartoon, you can do several different takes and then your editor will pick the best take, right, to put into it. So that's what we're working with. And Drawing Nathan says, well, that's honestly pretty good. Right on. And do you have a voice for Tina yet? Oh my God. Yes. So Tina is Squidward, right? We're blending Tina and Squidward.
Yep.
We did it yesterday. This was the hardest one.
Yep.
And I did it. I'm doing Tina Squidward. Come at me if when you see the thing and you have opinions. But you're trying Squidward is a lower register than even I'm in, but we were trying to work with the idea of, Squidward's a little bit more here, and even this is not really Squidward.
But
it's too nasal for Squidward, but he also is much more animated. He does a lot more melody versus Tina, who's just flat. Oh. Again, this is not Tina at all.
Yeah, Dan Mintz's thing is...
It's so unique, but it's just flat, monotone, all of it.
Yep.
And then when he gets excited, he gets really excited and louder, but it's still very monotone and very tossed off the cuff. So we were really trying to find a blend of more of that Squidward sound, but with Tina's timing and Tina's attitude. It was flipping hard, you guys. So I think we pulled out some good things that are going to work. Yep. But I will admit, really flipping tricky, man.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, hello.
Hi, official Camino of Comics. Sydney, yes. Oh, lovely. That's good. Thank you. We are doing our best. We're giving it everything she's got, Captain.
Aw, Bridge's monster was already gone. It's gone. Did someone take it?
Oh, that ain't right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bridge was saying sorry for the loss for Dan backing. Yeah.
Hey, thank you. Look, the Surahulis are still playing. Look at that. Okay, well, we're gonna follow them. Whoop whoop.
I imagine they're still primarily touring in Minnesota.
I don't know.
And the surrounding areas, perhaps.
Surrounding. I like that word.
In the surrounding areas. For me, SpongeBob. It's all right. So the ones that I can just do at the drop of a hat, Plankton is kind of the closest. If you give me a little bit of time to warm up and listen to some tracks, Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob, definitely Plankton, Patrick,
are fairly easy, but after a while, I can start feeling where I'm stressing that part of my vocalization because I don't do this professionally, so I don't. And my day job is pretty much quiet, so I'm out of.
Yeah, if you the more you warm up and the more you work.
Exactly.
I have, for me, I find that you can go. I'm a Pandora person. I know people are Spotify people, whatever, but I tend to go with I have a channel that does a lot of like yacht rock and a lot of Billy Joel, which gets more into that musical theater feel. And because we're talking about things like Michael McDonald and Cyndi Lauper, and you're really I'm pushing the boundaries of my highs and lows, and so I try to sing along to those songs every day, but really try to match them. It's just a great way to practice, and I've noticed that it's built my vocal strength and longevity. And there's so many things you can do, but if you just work it a little bit every day, again, if you're riding on a train or a bus, not necessarily everyone wants to hear your singing prowess, but it's amazing what a difference that makes. I mean, these are, the vocal cords really are like muscles. You do have to work them out and rest them and care for them. Yep. It's fascinating. Anyways, Dylan Cummins, hello.
Hello.
Come on in, Mr. Cummins.
Before I continue painting the background here,
painting.
I need to draw out my lines.
Yeah. Draw out your lines.
I need to draw out my lines.
Yes, you do.
From a 3D render.
3D render.
I did all the painting and then brought in the 3D, and then I bring that back into Photoshop and I do more painting because I'm nuts. That's what you do when you want it to look better. And so I'm doing Rick and Morty now as far as Justin Roiland's cadence. Yeah, bring it in and do better. Yep.
Yep.
Sit here and draw. I'm drawing the windows.
I'm drawing them.
Working on the shutters. Whoop. Pro tip: if you're uncomfortable sometimes drawing at a particular angle and getting that flow going, you can rotate your canvas by hitting Shift R. Now I can have a better time painting these lines at an angle that doesn't require me to bend my wrist in a weird way and start bending the things. Yes, I know the absolute excitement of watching digital paint dry. What you doing?
I'm responding to some comments.
Responded to
and
comments.
No one else has joined yet, so it's all good. We're all here. We're all
More
listening.
horror just joined. More horror just joined.
Just now. Man, I look away for 1 second. You're like a micromanager, dude.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You all understand what I'm dealing with here?
Oh, I think they all understand what I'm dealing with here.
There.
Uh-huh. Drawing lines.
Drawing lines are so important, and more horror came by.
Hello, more horror who came by. We are continuing to draw lines for SpongeBob. So that people are seeing what we're working on here. We're working on a exterior shot on the street because things are happening in the street.
Things.
Taking it to the street. There you go.
Street life. I do not know any of the words. Street life. There's 1,000 parts to play, right? Street life. Till you street your life away.
Till you street your life away. Yeah.
Street life. Ba-da-bop. 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 Right, Teddy?
Yep. Thank goodness I don't have to draw any raccoons. Although I had to draw...
We should do raccoons!
They would not be underwater.
Episode 2. I just have a bunch of dead floating raccoons in the alley.
Yeah.
We need to do a scene where Squinda's looking out her window and talking about the Hi Trippy 791. Taylor, thank you for the happy Sunday. Where Linda's looking out her back window talking about the squirrels to Ginger, and then look out the window and it's just three raccoons just floating dead. next to the trash bin. And they're like, Linda, what did you do? She's like, I brought them down from above. I thought they'd like it here. Doing little...
I can see Sandy doing that.
And she's tied their little leg to the... That's terrible. But they're all just dead. And they're like, what did you do?
Oh, look, I killed all their babies.
It's terrible. I live McClanahan. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
So, as we mentioned before, yes, the inspiration
God.
comes Fast and Furious.
Oh my
Not
God.
all the ideas are safe for broadcast, but they do.
An SFT like a mother trucker. Oh, yeah.
So suddenly, so there are plenty of ideas.
Oh my God.
They come Fast and Furious, and that's why we also do the
Little babies. Oh, little baby.
Yeah, we do the Tenacious D thing of always be recording.
Oh, come here, little baby. Oh, Yellow. Hello, Yellow.
Hello,
I
Yellow.
mean, we're gonna have to do it.
Do what?
Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And everything you do. And it was all yellow. Get it? Ah! How did we all love that song? How could someone write a song about the color yellow, which to me, every time I think of yellow, I think of pee. I just do. That's what I think of as pee. And he's saying, look how the stars shine for you, and it was all yellow. And I'm like, so it's all, urine. And then he's like, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. God, is he Jeffrey Dahmer? And he's liquefying them into yellow stuff? What if the yellow song is an ode to Jeffrey Dahmer? Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know I bleed myself dry. But actually, I'm gonna bleed you dry when I put you into the liquid stuff and cut you up into pieces and put it in my fridge to eat for later.
So the poll finally came back. After 1 hour. So the poll that Georgia worked very hard to get to work, by Jove, was which cartoon do you like better?
Hi, Evan.
This has been proving to be a trend. This has been the trend. SpongeBob, 71.43%.
Really?
Bob's Burgers, 0.
Really?
Both rock, 28.57%.
Interesting. They're both are sponge.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that yellow song idea is really smart.
And you need to write that down in green?
Dahmer. I can't read it in yellow. It's too light.
Oh, well.
I still gotta sign up for Costco. That's important for you all to know. Woo! Okay, so...
Wait, what? Oh, for okay.
I'm a young starlet.
Uh-huh.
I play early to mid-30s. Thank you very much, people, in case you're wondering. I know you're all dying to know. Alright, so what else is happening?
I'm painting shutters.
See, I could do that. Oh, that's right. I need my own thing. Damn it! Listen, that's what we're going to invest in next. I'm going to need one of those too, and then I can sit next to you, and then we can draw together, baby. Because we like to do everything together forever and ever.
Do you really want to put up with me picking every? No, you should be using that brush. No, that's the wrong size.
Well, if
no,
you're
that's
actually being my teacher. Oh, teacher, what did I do wrong? I did naughty. Oh no, did I get an F? I see all kinds of wonderful romantic possibilities.
Hello, Evan.
I already said hi to Evan.
Well, hello, Evan. Again. I can say hi to Evan, too.
I don't know. Can you? All right. Okay. We have a couple people still in here. How beautiful. Whoever's still in here, where you at? Did you already answer that question earlier? If you did, fine. What else? How do people relate to these cartoons? Like, okay, wait. I am asking you again, sweetheart. Which character or characters do you think are most you, and you can blend them? Like, are you Sponge with a touch of, I don't know, Gene?
No, I'm definitely There's a part of me that is the free spirit childlikeness of SpongeBob, but there's also the part of me that's very much a dad, even with more liberal views than your typical cartoon dad like Bob Belcher. So
you're a sponge dad?
I'm a sponge dad.
What if SpongeBob became a dad?
He did. There are episodes.
He made a sponge? Who did he hump?
It was the episode where a random clam, and I can't remember how he comes across it, but Patrick. It's a whole episode of Patrick and SpongeBob raising this young clam, and there's a whole meme about the diapers.
So Patrick's the mommy?
Well, he kind of takes on more of the mess. He takes on.
Tom's like, fart off, lady. Okay, Boomer joined. Perfect timing. Okay, wait. So Patrick's the dad and SpongeBob's the mom?
Yep.
That's so cute. Okay, if you could make babies, Tom.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
I did make babies.
You know, I mean out of your own tummy. Like a mom, I'm going to say it all wrong. But the point is, if you could get pregnant.
Back in my 30s, yes. Now, no. I would not want to be dealing with a 17-year-old in my 70s.
Theories. But if you could carry him. See, this is the thing. Like, if he carried the babies, and I just got to, make the contribution, I might consider it.
Well, good thing then
but
that's
also
what
you would do all the other wifely duties. So you would do the diapers, and you would do the, all the play dates.
I love how reverse but very misogynistic this is. It's like there's things that one partner does and there's things the other partner doesn't have to do.
I come home, sit on the couch, hold a beer, and dole out the punishments. That's my job.
Thank you. What do we got here? Message retracted. Bridge. What were we saying?
Dun dun dun.
Yep. Someone must have drunk your monster. I'm gonna play detective and find out who drunk it later. I'm gonna play the case of the missing monster, and it was strawberry lemonade.
Woo!
And 10,000 years later.
10,000 years later. Yellow's back from war. Look out, Yellow.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I think my energy has just decided to go poop, but we're hanging in. Actually, my energy's still really good.
Yeah, well, let's see. It's 11:26. So she's almost. If anyone had polled that she was going to do just like last year, she's got a 90-minute window of energy, and then the last 30 minutes.
No, wait, I'm still going. Look, I'm still going. We're still going. Still going. I just need more enrichment. I need an exciting topic to talk about. What can we talk about?
I don't know. What can we talk about?
Whoa! Your butt. It is a good butt. Let's see. What is there? I haven't seen any good movies lately. And not that I haven't seen that the movies I've seen aren't good. It's just I haven't seen any movies lately. So I have nothing to say about I have nothing to say about Barbie. I have nothing to say about Oppenheimer. I've heard things about each of them. I'm fascinated by all of the stuff. Again, TikTok, thank you. I am learning from the indigenous people's perspectives on these white-centric films. And it's like, yeah. I'd rather see a film about Oppenheimer through the eyes of indigenous people. I would love to see that film because that dude wreaked all kinds of havoc in ways that no one is even talking about. And that would be far more interesting to me. So, there, we can talk about that. What else can we talk about? Bees? Now, okay, why are you doing a double outline on the door? It looks really cool. Is it just to make it thicker?
Nope.
Is it to make it prettier?
Nope.
Is it to give it... Oh, it's to make it 3D?
Bingo!
Yay! Georgia's learning. This is the thing with ADHD, at least for me, is when I see someone else doing something fun, I go, that looks fun, I want to try it, and try it. Because it looks fun. God, you're good at that. Look at that. That's amazing. I still can't believe you're this steady with drawing, but you say you're just not as steady with the hammer. I'm amazed. No, I guess we'll be the opposite.
First of all...
Hi, Grinch, April O'Neil.
First of all, if you really look at my lines, they're horrible. But
Not to me. That's like, well, that's how I feel about my ballet. I think my ballet is horrible. You're like, yeah, it looks beautiful.
Well, look,
like,
horrible from a point of accuracy. Because if we look here, I mean, if we zoom in, we can see that, yeah, I am not maintaining the same width from one to the other. But
it looks amazing to me.
in SpongeBob's world, especially in the earlier seasons when it was much more, it wasn't quite so manufactured out and whatnot, it had a more organic feel to it. So I'm allowing myself, because my hands, as far as like drawing a straight line without and some kind of software or smoothing or something like that, does not work. It's like for example, my biggest thing with doing the actual animation in Animate is to find a brush that will that won't overcorrect and make things too smooth.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
Bridge found the monster drink. My mom had it. Aha!
And gave it back.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like
Always Sunny. Mom stink. You.
Yeah. But like any detective would say, yeah, it's someone you know.
But probably your mom deserves
But
it
probably
for
your mom.
all the things your mom is doing for you. Let's just say.
Oh, are we trying to excuse mom stealing the?
Who bought it? That's my question. Okay, now I have another question about your animation. So I see you're drawing lines like it. So it looks like you're drawing over the funeral sign, but I'm assuming this will all move behind the funeral sign and that big piece of wood sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
But then why do you draw into the sign? Why don't you? Because are you gonna? If you look to the side, you might see a little bit. What is that?
This is in this particular instance.
Yeah. Like I see in the windows, you're drawing down into.
Yeah.
Right?
Because if you note, what this was.
Hey, Big Sully 1025.
Originally was taking a flat 2D thing and bringing it into here.
Okay. Hey, and thanks for following. We appreciate you.
So this is the 3D model, and I can see my kitchen's missing right here because you can't see the kitchen back there. You just see the outer walls.
That's so cool, though.
But so.
Hi, Garfield Cheney.
So the deal here is, and we'll use Jimmy Pesto's restaurant here.
Oh my God, that's so cool. That's so cool.
So the issue is that
Look at it.
Jimmy Pesto's, I mean, the SpongeBob, the Krusty Krab is built in a way where if I move even just a little bit, everything in here realigns the way it naturally would. Not so with this, because the awnings, if I'm looking this way, the awnings should actually be sticking out a fair amount. Yeah. Same with the sign here. So I've moved the angle. If I was facing flat like we are in the opening title sequence, it's okay for this to be in that alignment. But because I've moved the camera down here, this It's Your Funeral sign is now, it needs to be here closer to the street. So if I move the sign, I would start revealing parts of it that weren't previously painted.
That's what I
and
thought.
That's in preparation.
So you have to prepare. Okay.
Yep.
This is fascinating. Thank you for following Garfield Cheney. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yep.
Be sure to check out on Movie Boy's profile page. You're going to see all kinds of fabulous character reveals for this Fanimation mashup that we're doing of SpongeBob SquarePants and Bob's Burgers.
In the last 2 weeks, we're also going to have to figure out a way to advertise for this. Like to re-kick up in new videos on TikTok, kick the algorithm back in, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels.
You know what, we'll plan. Let's talk. We'll burp tonight. Let's have a powwow.
Yep.
Right. We're so excited. So the premiere for this episode, we're just doing a single episode right now, is on 9/3. That's September 3rd, a Sunday. 9 is divisible by 3. We're still deciding exactly what time we want it to premiere.
Yep.
But we will keep you all posted. Be sure you're following. Hi, Blake Breeze.
Yep.
Thank you for coming in. So yeah, if you love animation, if you love silliness, if you love dark humor, but still appropriate enough that if you wanted to show it at school you could, this is the Fanimation for you.
Yeah, the good news is just to get it out of the way, this, despite the fact that Bob's Burgers in particular can be more adult, but obviously even Bob's Burgers will not say certain language. It's still Sunday, Fox broadcast stuff. However, for any sentence enhancers, we will have we've got one or two perfect moments for a sentence enhancer, and we will make sure that the way they did it in the SpongeBob episode is that you will have like the dolphin sound or something like that.
I'm gonna do a really bad dolphin. You ready?
Yep.
A really bad
You're gonna do a bad dolphin. That's a bad dolphin.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That dolphin hates your guts.
Whoa, well.
That's evil. I love you, sweetheart. I don't even like joking about that. Here's the thing, you guys, and I think it's true. If you're in a relationship and you're constantly being like funny snark to your partner, whoever they are, that snark underneath, I mean, we all have days where we're a little bit like salty because we're tired or someone didn't do the dishes, which is, by the way, usually me. Things like that. But in general, that usually is hiding issues underneath. I agree with that. I think it's true. So be kind. Be kind to your web-footed friends. For a duck may be somebody's mother. Be kind to your friends in the swamp, where the weather is always dumb. You may think that this is the end. Well, it is. All right. Big Sully 1025 says, have you guys heard of the Ed, Edd, and Eddy fanimation? It's a mash with Twin Peaks. Ha! No!
Haven't seen it yet.
That sounds
nuts.
fantastic.
Yep.
Oh, we're looking it up.
Oh, hello.
Ed, Edd, and Eddy. Twin Peaks. Farewell, log lady. Plank will never replace your log. What does that even mean?
Log.
This fan art crossover of Ed, Edd, and Eddy with Twin Peaks. Woo! But that's on Twitter. Hold on. There's a fandom. I don't know. We'll look it up later because we're not talking. Jalen, what's up? It's called Peach Creek. Very cool. Okay, I'm here for it. Peach Creek. There we go. Very flippin' cool. Yeah, we'll have to definitely check that out. That is so cool. I love it. That's what I love, man. Fanfic, which, you know, Tina and her friend fiction.
Her erotic fan fiction.
Erotic friend fiction. What would we do?
No, we don't want to go down that road. Not on a live stream.
Oh, hi.
The cat is making
Our
himself...
kitty cat Balthazar is saying, I would like to be on your lap. Well, hold on now. Hold on. If you say you wanna, you just gotta wait. I'm gonna get you. I know. So, this purple blanket is a magic cat magnet. This is Balthazar, and he is a magical cat. Yes, you are.
Great, now all I got now is Mr. Mistopheles.
I know, I was just... Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Balthazar. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr.
Always
Balthazar.
remember to save.
Yes, always be saving.
Always be saving.
Always be saving.
We've been very lucky as far as we've had some minor technical difficulties on our live streams and whatnot, and what typically hear from folks who are working on their own animated series when they do the behind the scenes is that sooner or later there was some group of people working on some animation. I can't remember for what thing, and suddenly they were having massive animate problems where files were corrupting. Bridge got food.
Yay! Thank you for taking care of yourself. That's important.
But
You
yeah,
need to
fortunately, but also for my many years of doing the Hollywood photography thing, you do not want to go to a movie premiere, wait, sometimes on big premieres, they'll bring in the photographers, 2 hours before even the first person shows up on the red carpet. You're shooting for, anywhere from 2 hours or more of the red carpet stuff. And then you go home and you immediately have to work on your selects, work on your photos, edit the photos, line up the photos, name the photos, put in the names of everyone in the photos, and then post them or get them off to your editor or whoever. You do not want to suddenly realize you've destroyed your photos at some point or lost them or whatever it is. So I have been, one of my areas of being very anal retentive is I am backing up all these files on a daily basis to another hard drive, to another computer, because if I'm suddenly editing this, there is absolutely no way I'm going to chance the idea of losing weeks and weeks worth of work as I try and slap it all together in these last 3 weeks.
Now we have a question from Big Sully 1025.
Yes.
Do you hand draw all the backgrounds? They look incredible.
Thank you. We had mentioned this earlier, and we'll do the short version of this. The backgrounds, as you can see here, I am hand drawing, and they started as some of them started very hand drawn, but eventually I got to a point where I needed to rebuild the entire Krusty Krab in 3D and start laying things out, because every shot in here has its own, it's like if I want to draw it from here, it's like, well, where's the galley grub sign? Where's the patty of the day sign? Where's the ice cream machine?
Question, though, in
yeah.
3D, so 3D is a program, right?
Well, Blender's a program.
So you did it in Blender, but are you still hand drawing it in Blender, or you're using tools in Blender to build?
So this is taking the Photoshop sketches that were drawn in 2D, and then, because it originally started off as like something like that first million view video we have in TikTok, that is just me drawing the background. But that's just for one angle, and it took forever to draw everything from that one angle. Just doing something like, well, what if I move the camera lower or off to the side? Having to go like, well, okay, how much taller now is the sign on the boat school, or how far away is the unicorn on
I remember Boy 6.
So this was the solution, was do the hard extra level of building it all in 3D, doing a quick render of the 3D plate to give me a reference. So then I go back into Photoshop, and if you'll see here, down at the base is a quick render of the 3D version of it. So it tells me the perspective. It tells me what part of the kitchen can I see, what part of the interior can I see, how many barrels can I see, and then doing the extra hard step of rebuilding all the layers. So hand doing this, hand painting the Weenie Hut Jr., hand painting the inside, hand painting the outside, and currently what I've been working on in this episode of the live stream has been this. Because, I could have just gotten away, if I had done maybe just a tiny little bit of tweaking. I mean, this looks fairly hand painted. The perspective is wrong here. There's a few things that would need to be fixed. I could have, if it turns out there was absolutely no way I could get these done in time, this was a possibility, because it still started off hand-drawn. It still looks hand-drawn. The textures are hand-drawn. But it just, I would have had to have, cleaned it up to make it look like, some of these lines are just a little too sharp, the road and stuff like that. I could have done it like this, but I'm a perfectionist and craftsperson, so I'm doing the extra step.
We're doing it for you.
We're doing it for you, the fans. But it just helps. It's just that extra little thing that as we go from scene to scene to scene, and trust me, there are so many. Let's put it this way. I am benefiting from how the dynamic of Bob's Burgers is very much shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot. Maybe a new angle to show them both, and then shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot. So the good news is that compared to a lot of TV shows, even the original SpongeBob, I'm in a place where it's just enough. But trust me, I was kind of hoping that the last few weeks I'd only be working on the edit, the sound effects, maybe a little of FX if something like like money or other things happening. I'm still definitely in crunch time here. I am burning the midnight oil.
He really is, you guys.
But I think we're doing final vocal tracks. We are doing backgrounds. I was doing FX last night.
I gotta work on that ukulele piece today. That's
yes.
my homework.
Yep. We were trying to do the little scene transitions, the dun 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 dun.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
Yep.
But every one of those things takes time in a booth.
Hey, Bethany Berry.
I gave her the sheet music for one of the songs we're doing for the credits.
Yeah.
She's working on original music for our big showstopper number. There are.
Yeah.
It's that
many
thing.
elements.
We know the steps. It's just a matter of physically fitting the remaining steps into a day and
around full-time jobs.
Around a full-time
stand-up
job.
comedy gigs and just
Yep.
and all the other things we're trying to get done. So it's that's the point. We wanted you guys to know all this because it's a labor of love, and but this is what it takes, and it's okay if it's something you want, something that you're passionate
Hello,
about.
Itchy.
Yeah. Oh, Itchy 246269 came back. All right. Hey. But it's doable. If it's something you love, you make the time to do it. It's pretty cool.
Yep. The and that's a big thing. It's also good that when we announced this back on January 5th, and that first video on TikTok that got 1 million views just for a
so cool.
screenshot. Yeah, it
That's
put
a lot to us.
Yeah,
I know now you youngers are like, it needs to be 1 billion views.
1 billion views.
We're like, 1 million, yay!
But
1 million views.
the fact that we have the following that we have at this point, the fact that we can really, in the last 2 weeks, put some teasers up, get people going, announce the live stream.
One moment. Big Sully is asking if we have a Patreon. You'd love to help support. We totally get that, but again, we are working with IPs. Right? Is that what you call it?
Well, no. The Patreon would be different. Long story short, we currently don't.
Yeah,
we're not at that level.
We're not at that level yet. No. But thank you. That means so much to us.
Yeah.
Like the more hearts you give, the more you can share these videos and share them with your friends and let them know it's coming right now.
Yeah.
That is what's most meaningful to us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate that.
Right now, we are definitely. Let's put it this way. Financially, for so many YouTubers and so many independent artists and TikTokers, the concepts of getting to monetization, of getting diamonds and galaxies and whatever else for monetization, it is a lifeline, especially for the younger generations who
Pretty screwed by late stage capitalism, yes.
But I've been very, 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 very fortunate to have, for the most of my adult life, to be a full-time artist. And a
wife who backs you up.
And a wife who backs. Well, look, everything from a good marriage, a good job. So the concepts of Patreon or monetization, yes, it'd be great. But that's
a whole nother thing you got to run and manage too. It's a lot.
And the other thing is that
not there yet.
And right now, if I did do a Patreon, I want the ability to give really good exclusive rewards to the people who decide, holy cow, I love your stuff so much, I'll actually give you money. Even if it's $5.
But then you got to build all that content too.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So right now it's building the content, building the audience. Financially, we're okay. We're doing fine. We're debt free. Knock on wood. We're doing well, moving up, and I'm good at what I do, and I get paid well for what I do. That's the main thing. Out here, though, this is about audience. It's sharing the love of these crazy things. We came up with a crazy idea, and the two of us are busting our butts to reveal this to you guys. And look, I had a person on Instagram who was just like, nope, absolutely not. They look at this and they say, nope. The youngins will say cringe and everything else, and that's okay. This, every mashup I've ever seen, I've had ones where it's like, this is awesome, and you'll see the occasional mashup where you go, oh no,
right.
Or, as we all know, internet rule 34, there are some very dark corners of all fandom that turns into 50 Shades of Grey. How are we doing anyway? We are at 11:47, so believe it or not, we're trucking them right along, and I'm actually getting a little work done here. But again, the live streams are more for
check in with you guys.
Audience and questions.
Hi,
and we're doing fine. We're doing our usual stuff. We got a few people in the rooms. We got a few people on YouTube.
Just a few people.
We even had a burst of
Instagram,
and George is still hanging in there. She's only got 13 more minutes to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm here.
She's here.
Doing it. I'm here.
The coffee, I got a couple of sips left if I space them out. And we're getting some art done. We are getting some art done. And then, the moment we turn off this live stream, I'm diving right back into just full-time cranking through this stuff.
I'm doing another live stream.
Yeah.
Start coming and moderating my live stream.
Yeah.
She's putting on her point shoes. Look out, people.
Look out. Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing? What you working on?
Yeah.
It was like shoes. Have you thought about making them all teal? There's too much pink. Why are all the point shoes pink?
They're not all pink anymore, actually, now. They are all different colors.
It's wonderful. Is it a pride thing?
What the hell is happening? What? Are you trying to do Bill Burr on crack? Like, what are you doing?
I don't know.
I love it. I'm here for all of it.
Bill, I don't even know what voice I was doing. There's usually some character that's just getting a little...
That's pretty much Lemon King or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's Justin Roiland's...
I can't take Justin Roiland for too long, man.
I can't get his pitch.
Oh, no.
How he maintains that...
You need to drink a lot, and you need to hit on underage people. That's how it
Is
works.
that how you get Lemon's voice?
Apparently, yes.
Apparently,
Did I talk some smack? Yes, I did.
You absorb the essence of the youngins.
In the past, by older people, you get a little bit salty towards other older people who keep doing that shit. I'm just saying.
Yep.
It's all good.
Yep.
All right. Oh wait, how much longer? 11 minutes! Yay! Just another person joined.
Hello! Hello, just another person.
Just another person. Just another person.
Let's see. I need to
Yeah.
stay on. Ooh.
Stay.
Yep. And sometimes you got to bring up your background. In this case, the blue sky. And in so doing, you see areas where you missed your paint spot. And it's like if I'm seeing blue. It's actually a technique I'll use for visual effects and also for painting. Is sometimes you bring up a random color, like maybe a very strong neon pink. You put it in the back layer.
Bird with a burrito.
And you see if anything bursts on through.
Birds taking a crap.
What are
Nothing but blue
what are
birds, and that's that.
Uh-huh.
Never seen the poo falling so fast. Stinkity stink.
What
right
are
on my
you...
ass. Want to gotta run right now. Hide from the birds. This blue sky sucks. What are the words for blue skies?
Wow.
Smiling on me.
Wow. Yeah, we are in late stage Georgia energy.
Nothing but blue skies. Gotta pee.
For those who had the pool at 10 minutes to go, she really tops out.
I'm fine.
Are you fine?
This thing is fine. I'm fine. I'm doing it.
I think, Georgia, when you get your thought...
Gotta keep on drawing, filling all those lines and make it work, cause I'm not allowed to help you to finish the door now. Finish that line now.
You know what I think would be...
Getting done now. Hi, Hillary. Hi, Justin.
You know, Georgia, I think when you get your followers to the point of doing live, I think the greatest thing to do would be you doing a 6-hour live stream.
I will totally.
I will because
it's like the dancing, like they shoot horses, don't they?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think the final hour would be just
so we got to do the first 5 to get to the, why 6? You see where I'm at 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you need to go to 6.
Exactly, because there's that whole thing of like...
Hi, Chalky Milk.
There would be that whole dynamic of you would have your normal 2-hour thing.
Uh-huh.
But then you'd push to go into the next 2 hours.
What if we just push to 3?
Well...
It's already going to be nuts.
I'm exaggerating already to like, let's load a 6, because by hour 6, there is a SpongeBob episode,
all right,
which is like
help me get to 1,000 followers. If
there
you care and you want to see Georgia fart around for 6 hours, please go and follow my profile.
Yep.
Oh my God, that will be insane.
But the gold. See, but here's the deal. There's a SpongeBob. There's always a SpongeBob episode on this.
There's always a SpongeBob.
But there's a SpongeBob episode. I want to say in season 3, where basically the idea is Plankton decides that if he keeps his hours at the chum bucket open long enough, he eventually will push the Krusty Krab into staying open 24/7. Which works great because SpongeBob is happy as can be to work night and day at the Krusty Krab. And Krabs is happy to be bringing in money 24/7.
Yes, that's true.
But when he gets to day 43, and it's like the energy has gotten to a point where they've all collapsed. And they're still trying to push forward, and that's why I'm going 6 hours. Because I'm thinking...
All right, tell your fans to follow me then, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, all of you, go follow Georgia. We'll set up, and then we'll put her on the 24-hour live stream, and by hour 6...
24? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Keep extending. This is
yes.
You fart.
Yeah.
Are you going to provide macaroni, cheese, and snacks?
Oh, maybe.
Are you going to... You just have to follow me wherever I go, except the bathroom. But everywhere else...
Like for hour 6, and she's just there twitching just a little bit.
Hi, Kai Cinnamon.
Hello.
Cinnamon.
The unfortunate part of animation of any kind, if you care about your animation, is the cleanup, and it's just realizing that area. See, right here.
You know what, Tom?
Yes.
It's a thin line between love and hate. Such a thin line between love and hate. There, see? We're still going. Wacky, waving, inflatable tube man. Now I'm going to look up Annie Lennox. I love her stuff. Annie Lennox
How did inflatable tube man suddenly go into Annie Lennox?
Her song is "It's a Thin Line Between Love and Hate."
Oh,
do you not know that song?
So the transition was more like the thing you just said before then was inflatable. So I thought you were going down to.
Oh my God! Do you remember "No More I Love Yous"? That was such a creepy song, but it was still so beautiful that you'd even sing the weird part where the little kid's doing some kind of spoken word section, and you're sitting there going, "This feels creepy," but you still want to sing along. Do you remember that?
Nope.
You don't.
I might if I hear it, and we can't play it.
Yeah. So the chorus is "No more I love you."
No, but I don't. I recall the song, but I don't recall a part where someone just starts talking.
Oh, it's like this little girl in the background. Hi, PBS. Hi, Ariane Moore. This little girl's like going, oh, and there was this thing that happened. It was so...
Oh, yeah, just like a Taylor Swift song.
Fudge you. And now, so she's stealing from Annie Lennox.
No, talking during a song is not an Annie Lennox soul
Taylor
thing.
Swift. Fart. Bitch grew up on a Christmas tree farm.
Yes.
I grew up on Hans Christian Andersen, and if anyone knows the story of the Christmas tree, you would never, ever, ever want to support Taylor Swift again. They're just a murderous family. That's all it is.
What?
Yep, murderous family. I said it, and if you don't get the joke, you don't get the joke.
Uh-huh.
I think we might have lost some followers. Dr. Spelunky.
Georgia is of a great help.
Okay, so wait, here we go. Where's the part? Listen to this.
Remember, we can't play anything right now.
We're not playing it.
Well, when you say listen to this...
I'm going to sing it.
Oh,
There it is. So this is what she's doing. So it's like, they were being really crazy, but they will only come. And you know what, Mommy? Everyone is being really crazy. The monsters are crazy. There are monsters outside. And then she go into, no more I love you.
Okay.
Language is leaving me. Oh, I'm going to cry. I feel like this song to me...
Creepy children make her cry.
That part, the chorus reminds me of, do you remember, so there was a really old song.
Hello, Dr. Splunky.
Yep, Dr. Spelunky. So, who was the famous Annette?
And hello, Kai Cinnamonat.
Yeah, and Jalen. Them just joined. So, do you remember Annette Funicello, and they did that movie Toyland?
I remember Annette Funicello because that's my daughter's name, our daughter's name.
Yep.
But Toyland,
You're not
no.
familiar with that? Or Babes in Toyland, I think it was called.
Ooh, I might, but I've got Robin Williams and Richard Pryor's Toy blocking that. And
King Max, yes, this is going to be on YouTube. Be sure to follow Movie Boy over there as well. But we will be doing a pre-premiere, like live, get along, sing along,
watch party, all that stuff.
Watch party, yeah.
And we're also doing the live streams because we're in our last 2 minutes already. So we'll be doing the live streams again.
Yep.
So we've got 2 more. Let's see. We got 3 weeks before the premiere.
3 weeks.
So 3 weeks. So that means the next 2 live streams, 10 a.m. to noon, we'll still be doing this stuff and hopefully not setting ourselves on fire in full panic mode. We're getting there. And then 3 weeks from today, on September 3rd, we will be doing the full-on premiere. Well, we're trying to figure out the best time for a global premiere. We're also trying to figure out if we're going to do it here or get some venue and invite some friends and watch it live together. We're figuring some stuff out, but sometime on Sunday we will definitely announce in the weeks before the time and place to watch it all together, to watch it on YouTube, premiere the full episode, and then we collapse for all of 48 hours before we kick into gear with other crazy stuff going on in our lives.
I'm finishing my my story, goddammit. So,
Yes, go for it.
In Babes in Toyland.
Babes in Toyland.
There's a song that goes, Toyland, Toyland, wonderful boy and girl land. Da, 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 da. Then it goes, Toyland, Toyland, na 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 na. Once you cross its borders, you can never return again. And I always hated it. I'm like, what do you mean once you cross its borders? And I'm like, then I'm never crossing the borders. Which is why I still have toys and have fun. But I always thought it was really sad. And I feel like this No More I Love Yous is also kind of sad. That same way, that thing of like growing up and not being able to speak the language of childlike joy anymore. It sounds creepy now that I say it. Anyways, hi Gabby, what's up? Thank you for being here. We are in the last. Oh, it's 12.
Yep.
I'm done. My shift's over. If y'all want to stay here and keep drawing with Tommy, is that okay if I go now?
You made it. Congratulations.
Yay!
She made it all the way through 2 hours. She's got it. Now, when is your live stream in 2 hours?
I want to cancel it. No, I'm not gonna.
No,
It's at 2 p.m.
Yeah, don't tell people.
I'm not gonna. It's gonna be at 2 p.m. today, Pacific time. It's me putting my point shoes on.
Yeah, Bridge, because I know we get more of a delay here. So,
Bridge is going to bed for school.
So which one? Bridge asking which one? I'm not 100% sure on that, but maybe we already explained it when we were talking about all that stuff. Bridge is going no stay. It's like, good grief. We got plenty of stuff to work on here, and if Georgia leaves, then all of a sudden I'm just looking at the screen here. I'm missing everything that's going on in chat. I'm missing everything that's going on in TikTok. It is best to.
Depends on me.
Look, she is. Never. I absolutely make no assumptions that anyone is coming in the live stream door for me. It's like,
you're adorable. People are definitely coming in.
Yeah. But also, I'm wearing out my voice, and I need to work on my vocal tracks.
Yes, you do.
I've been holding off on Krabs and SpongeBob because they've got the most lines, and it's very quick for me to destroy my voice. So I've been working on the smaller characters. Oh, I still have to work on Barnacle Boy and Mermaid Man. And
I get to do Gale.
Yep, and we've got Gale.
It'll be so much fun.
Exactly. So we still have a lot of work to do, which unfortunately requires us to not be talking to all you incredible fans 24/7.
Yep.
The only way we're going to get this done is to
done.
come in at moments for a couple hours and then run out the door and get right back to the...
Okay, so are we shutting down?
So we're shutting down.
Okay.
So we
Come
love
back
you guys.
next week. We'll be here again next Sunday.
10 a.m. to noon.
Pacific time.
Pacific time. So same bad time, same bad channel.
Be sure to follow us on all the socials. You can find Movie Boy. You can find George Jiffy. We're on Twitter. X, whatever. But that doesn't matter. It's more about Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Those are the places where we are mostly. And we want to thank you all so much for being here and so much for your fandom.
Yeah, sorry, Bridge. I know her live stream means 9 p.m. for you.
Yeah, but it's okay. I will be leaving that one on my channel, right? I don't have to so you can watch it later.
Yes,
sweat. You can see all the fun.
Exactly. I know it's not as interactive to watch a live stream after it happened, but
you need your sleep. Sleep is very important.
Sleep is good.
All right, that's it.
So we loves you all.
Yeah.
We are going to say first goodbye to Bridge and
Bye, Bridge.
anyone else watching
Bye,
on YouTube. Hold on 1 second while I hit the stop stream button.
Bye,
so bye, Bridge.